Oh, what's going on, everyone? I'm Dark Sky, and today we are playing some Empyrion Galactic Survival. And we have gotten a little bit further, not too much, but just enough, just to be able to get out onto this new planet. We are currently on a planet, I can't even pronounce it. It's like Geolestili or something, I don't know. But anyways, it's a really neat planet. So here we are. This is our new ship. You can remember there's my SV is right here. But as we go down here, down the elevator, window can confuse me. You can see I got some plants growing here. I got a few. I still need to build more blocks. But we get down here, down below, and you can see that this is, it's all kind of neat stuff. Here's like the sick bay. I still got a lot I got to fill out in the year I haven't really done. And then like here's the officers' quarters with the big windows and whatnot. But yeah, so anyways, what we plan to do today is I got to go around. I got to pick up some resources, try to get maybe I don't know if I want what I want to do here, because we need to go to another planet or another solar system. And in that solar system, we need to gather some data. And to do so, we have to go on to a very violent planet. So I'm thinking that maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll use this CV here and take it in. I mean, it doesn't have any defenses, but it can be used basically as like a drop ship. And then I'll maybe make a couple more SVs and, ones with some armor and stuff like that, so that we can go down below and take out the competition. And continue our storyline. So we have to go to the Cassandra system, which is this is the world that we are currently on. We need to go and do some investigating and try to figure out what's on this planet. I have no idea. The name of the planet is this Gorestelistil. Yeah. I mean, it's a huge name. I don't know. Lots of letters, lots of vowels. I don't know. But yeah, we got to go out here. No, out here. And so I kind of went the other way. I mean, this is where we are right now, and we need to go down to here. So it's like totally the opposite direction of which way we went. But, I wanted to find a nice planet that was, a little ways out, and maybe we can call this our home, our base, our home in the stars, if you will. But let's go around and see what kind of stuff that we currently have in the area. So we're going to take the SV. We're going to go cruise around and see what is on this planet, if anything. Well, hopefully, maybe we'll be the only one on the planet, so that'll be nice. Let's see, how's my tanks look. Fuel's getting down there. There we go. Let's fill that up. So we do have a crash ship here. So I imagine there has got to be some kind of alien life that's on this planet other than us. Because how would the ship get shot down? And if the ship did get shot down, imagine there would probably be some survivors as well. So we'll probably end up running into them sooner or later. And the nice thing is about picking up these resources is we get experience for finding them. There's some cobalt. That's always nice. We can fly out to these little question marks. We'll be able to find maybe some interesting things. I don't know. Could be an alien race. It could just be a crashed item, kind of like that engine compartment we just found. Crash Sanctorium Sidetracker. Wow, there's a lot of crash ships on this planet. Doesn't really put my mind at ease, Well, we've made our way around across this area a little bit so far, but I am not seeing anything, any other alien species or anything like that out here. So I don't know. Maybe cross our fingers. Maybe we are the only ones out here. Ooh, I think that's a pirate base. Yeah, pirate clans. Dang, just when I thought we might be the only ones out here, and then we run into somebody. Well, it's a pirate clan, so what are we at? Let's see, pirate clans, we are... Oh, pirate clans. Oh, we're neutral. Is that another little base? Oh, crash transport front. Oh, that's cool. We're going to have a lot of stuff we can go out and kind of investigate and kind of check it out and see what kind of stuff that they have on board. Crashed capital vessel. Ooh, that looks kind of cool, actually. And we got titanium right there, too. Pretty sweet. More titanium. And it doesn't seem to be like just little tiny resources. It seems like the resource is either medium or large. So that's pretty nice. Well, except for that one. I know it says crash woken, but I don't see anything there. What is a crash woken? Is that a type of ship? So far it looks like we have found pretty much every possible resource that's out there. So that's cool. Oh, wait, cancel that. There is another question mark right there. Let's go investigate that question mark. Hopefully, maybe we can find a dungeon on here. That would be nice because I always do like those dungeons, even though they are sometimes a little on the scary side. They tend to give us quite a bit of experience. We'll have to go say hi to the pirates and see what kind of things they got. See if they have any quests or anything like that we're able to do. I don't know if we can become better with the pirates and then we can use them for something. I don't know. But it sure would be interesting, you know, side with pirates. Hopefully it doesn't like show like a negative faction for us or anything. It's weird how we only get 160 XP here. I thought that when we were on that the restarter planet, every time we found a resource, it was almost like 300. So kind of neat. This planet seems to have all kinds of different biomes on it. It's got the swamp biome. It's got a like a winter or like a frozen north kind of biome. Got the radiated biome. All right, so we need to go and get some components. We need some carbon. Now that we have a better understanding of like where things are, we've got quite a bit of it all marked out, so it should be easy to go out there and for us to find it. We have a pirate base not too far away from us. It's pretty close by. But we do have a lot of resources. I want to get over here, get some of this carbon ore. Seems to be a large deposit. That's perfect. I'm going to need a lot of carbon ore. Now to see if we can get off the ship here. There we go. Wouldn't mind even upgrading the ship here and putting some new drill bits and all that on there. So we do some mining or you know, some laser mining and stuff like that. So I want to go, it's right here. Let's go to remove on approach so that way I can get to it, and then once I get to it, then it should disappear, the little marking, the waypoint. Let's see, where is it? It's like right in this area somewhere. Right there, I guess, huh? All right, let's do it. Oh, there we go. Found it. I think I need to put some more lights on this thing. I can't see around the edges very well. See if I can't get myself out of this little hole, and then I think this what we have should be enough. Trying to make a I need to put that as a base so we can see that. There we go. Waypoint showing HUD accept. All right, there we go. Just need that carbon so that we can make the some generators for our main base, and then we can get our main base up and running, and then we can start building and doing whatever we need to go do from that point. It's nice that there's a lot of water out here, because then we'll be able to use this water to make ourselves oxygen and hydrogen for all of our ships. Okay, so now what I do is I want to go into devices, into my cargo box. No. Let's see, did it all go down here? It is all down here. Let's bring that up. There we go. So I want to go into cockpit harvest. Container, ore, and wood. Actually, I should probably put it into the Eclipse, which is my the CV, and we'll do raw resources. There we go. Now we'll run over there. We'll grab probably grab some food too. Looks like we're getting a little low on the food. So now that I got that carbon, I want to make the let's go in the base, and I want to make a large generator. Let's see what other kind of fun stuff is. There's force fields, energy walkways. That's interesting. Gravity generator. Don't think I need that. Looks pretty good overall. Let's see. Let's go and grab that generator. We'll take that over. Plop that down, and hopefully we'll have some energy. Okay, so I have a spot down here is where I've been putting it. So let's just do that. I'm gonna put this bad boy down here. All right, cool. Now I should be able just to put some power in here, put some yes, main. We need to go to fuel. Just do fill all maybe, huh? And let's turn the power on. There we go. So now we got power. Let's see how bright these lights are, huh? Well, they're not too very bright. Let's see, maybe we can increase the brightness. We go to devices and to lights. Let's see if we can't bring those lights down just a tad bit more. Maybe the intensity. Oh, that's better. I didn't know those things were going to be that bright. It's kind of cool, though. I like those little ring lights. Those are neat. So, yeah, don't have a lot going on right now here, so we just need to kind of work that out. So you want to do raw resources, have it go to components. So I guess what I'm going to need to do is to get some promethium. I mean, I got these energy cells, but I don't want to use the energy cells, really. All right, let's go see what we have in our little garden and all that. I want to put the garden out here, I think. Take it off the CV. I wasn't sure how long I was going to be on the CV, if we were going to be able to find a planet to live on or anything like that. So I was setting up all the plants and everything up there. Used to be that you just gather your own resources like this and you would end up getting experience for it, but it doesn't appear to be like that anymore. Wait a minute, where am I going? I need to go over here to the kitchen and see whether or not I can make anything out of this. I can make a Kua sparkling wine demi sec class 2480. That's what that one guy wanted at one time. Maybe I can make some bread. I mean, it doesn't give me a lot of food, but what I was thinking about doing was to putting in some like different tables in here, because all the different tables will do different things, and we can be able to cure different ailments that we might have through the different tables, as well as a shower, which will usually wipe away if you have radiation poisoning or anything like that. So definitely very handy. Might be putting that on the main base. I think that would be a good one in case we come back, we're all injured and doped up with all kinds of miscellaneous craziness going on and whatnot. All right, so we got these concrete blocks. I'm thinking what I would like to do is I would like to make it into like a bunch of little buildings and all that, where we can do different things. So for one, I think I want to set up a garden of some type. Should be able to make it regulated. I don't know. Maybe I don't need to worry about oxygen, you know, since it is oxygen. And then we want to hit N because we do have, unlike ships, don't have structural integrity, obviously, because they fly. But space, like bases like this, where we have gravity, we do have structural integrity. See how that's all red? That means it doesn't have any structural integrity. If we turned it into a base, we might have to change that a little bit. But if we're in space, we don't have to worry about structural integrity much because, well, we're in space and there's no gravity. But since we have gravity, we have to worry about structural integrity down here on this planet. So you can see how these different blocks will change. Like this bright green means it's actually connected to the ground, so the integrity is quite good. And as we go along here with the blocks changing different colors and getting more closer to a red color, once it gets down to these red colors, that means that we are getting into where it is not structurally, sound anymore. So we have to set blocks down underneath to keep these green. So we get these nice green colors here. Once we have those green colors, then we continue going. Now, I think it's like 9 blocks goes out. Like you can see the different colors. If we continue going out, you can see it's kind of turning a little bit darker color, a little darker red, really red. Oh, there's a nice red right there. This one. And see, as we go out, it gets redder and redder, to a point where the block will start falling off. So you just have to wait for a little bit, and then it'll like decide if it's like, it's not able to hold that up, and then it's just going to fall. Just like that. So we have to be careful with the structural integrity of our base here, so that we don't, our whole base doesn't collapse. See, really nice red right here. See if we can't get underneath. There we go. Put a few more blocks down here on the bottom. Make sure that stays nice and green. That one, not so much, huh? See if we can't mine down a little bit here and then get underneath it, and then we can make it more structurally stronger. All right, then we got to get rid of these blocks here and this one. There we go. And we'll keep continuing on with this. Let's see, let's build this out more. See, now this whole area here is all touching the ground right now. Must be something down there. It's got to be that herbal thing. See if we can get rid of it. There we go. So I'm thinking what we want to do is I want to cut down into this. So if we can leave that open there, maybe we'll put this down here. Like that there. And then what, 1, 2, let's see how many blocks we got here. 1, 2, maybe 3. And then right here, we'll put down, pick these up. See if we can get rid of some of this ground cover. So I'm thinking what I want to do here is I want to put kind of a foundation a little bit on this one so that it's strong at the bottom. See, to kind of decide how big I want to go with this building. I think I want this building at least be just a tad bit bigger than this one that's back here. So maybe right there could be the end of my garden. That's a pretty big garden. And then we'll bring that across here. And then I want 1, 2, 3. I want to do right there. So the reason I count those 3 is because that when you put a light out, the light will cover a 3 by 3 area. So basically 9 plots. And so when we put the plots in here, I'll just put the light right above it. And so that should keep everything, you know, covered. And we will be able to grow all of our plants right here. Now let's see here. I got this here and I got that there. I guess I could go out a little bit this way. I want to keep this area open. So ultimately what I want to do is bring this out to about here. No, maybe right there, huh? Yeah, that should do. Let me see if I put that there. That's pretty lined up with that building. And that gives me some extra room here on the side. And then I want this here to be down the center of this right there, down the center of the building. So then we're going to have the wall. The rest of this is going to be wall. And I think what I'll do is I'll come back through this and I'm going to put, I don't know. I think I would like to have it be windows right here. So it gets like some natural lighting and everything. But down here on the bottom, what we want to do you see if we can get rid of some of this plant life to dig it up and then get rid of the plant life. And then well, let's get rid of this so we just don't have like grass growing up in the middle of our plots and everything. There, nice solid ground for us to put all of our different plots in and everything like that. And soon we'll have it like that over here as well. Now, I don't know. I was thinking I'd like to have each one of these lines as a different plant. And I don't know, how many plants are there? There's quite a few plants. So, I mean, we're going to have, I think I need to make maybe another one. Maybe this will just be a really big building. But I think I'm going to leave this building open because it doesn't necessarily need to be closed. But it just needs to have the lights on, you know. So let me see here. What if we did something like this here? There we go. So now we get the 3x3, and I don't know if I need all these extra blocks, but I don't have to necessarily add them to the building. So now what we can do is we can bring these across here. See if it goes the right way. There we go. So that is pretty much the basics of what this thing is going to be. It's like a huge, huge garden. But we're going to be doing a lot of planting and trying to stay alive, and it's going to have to feed us no matter where we go on the in the universe. So I think we should be pretty much taken care of. All right, there we go. That looks pretty sweet. We got a good thing going on here. Now let me see here. If we have this going here, we're gonna have to do. I think what I want to do is like we go into this, and I'm thinking maybe a half cube. I guess I just have to do the half block. So I'll bring the half block upside down like that, and I'll put the light right there. I was hoping to have it a little bit more on the stylish side, but I guess that's just going to have to work. See, so the next one is going to be basically right about here. Right, so we have one here, that's covering that. So the next piece would be there. You see, this would be a good idea to find out how many of these blocks we need covered. So I guess what I should do is break this out so I get a nice even 9x9. I kind of like it when everything's green like this. It does make things a little bit easier, especially when it gets dark, because it still glows. And so it makes things easy to be able to look around, almost like a cheap light source. So, but we can take off the integrity now. I just go back in, hitting N. That'll open up our building menu here. We got building, which we can do for the connect to base. But if we go to debug, we can take that off now. And we just hit N to close that. So there it is. There is our base. It's pretty simplistic, not too fancy or anything. So we're going to go probably make some lights for this, get the lights all up, and then maybe come through here with a little paint gun and kind of spice the place up a little bit, make it look nice. Let's see if we can't put a door in here. I'm thinking maybe even some windows right here. Be nice, get some windows around the edges. But be nice to build the walls up just a tad bit. I mean, it doesn't need to be closed off, but it would be nice to have it at least a little bit higher in case, I don't know, we get attacked. I don't think we're going to get attacked here, to be honest. So right now, I guess what we're going to need to do is just to kind of get our base all set up. I was thinking maybe what I'll do is put in some, I don't know. What if I want to put anything in right here, or if I could maybe set it more in the back of the base, is to put in some machines that all they do is sit there and make ingots out of the ore that we end up picking up and everything. But yeah, we definitely come a long ways. We got a lot of things left to do. I mean, we got a nice little base that's coming together. Still got a lot of a base to work on. And then I'd like to get back into the storyline, but like I said, it's going to take some time because we're going to need to get a couple ships ready. I have no idea what we are going to be facing, but I'd prefer to be ready for it if we can. But I think that is going to do it for us today. I hope to see you on our next episode. I want to thank everyone for coming out and joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you on our next video. You take care now, and bye-bye.